I've actually had a chance, obviously, getting involved and getting organized for this podcast. Talked to a couple people about kettlebells as a tool. Some of them are amazed that this is not a new piece of equipment. Can you tell me a little bit about where the kettlebell actually came from and maybe like the basic uses of it when it first initially got started in quote-unquote the field way back when?
It's really funny. I mean, this is nothing new. I kind of compare it to the physio ball, which back in the day was, the sole domain of physical therapists, and now it's everywhere. Or you look at the medicine ball, which, traditionally had that whole sort of old school boxer feel to it, and now those are everywhere. And the kettlebell, traditionally, what we found in our research was a counterweight on scales in Eastern European markets. They were traditionally 3 separate sizes of 36 pounds, 52 pounds, and approximately 72 pounds. And they would use the term pood. A pood is 16 kilograms, about 35, 36 pounds. So those were the 3 separate sizes. And if you trace back, not too long ago to when companies started manufacturing kettlebells or importing them, whatever the case may have been, that's why originally they were 36, 52, or 72 pounds, because people wanted it to be, quote, traditional. And Americans aren't having that, man. We think in pounds, right? So then, of course, companies got smart and they started with the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, kind of making them like you would a dumbbell. But these things were counterweights on scales where the farmers would weigh grains and wheat and so on. Over time, people started juggling them, throwing them around. It became a very utilitarian tool of the people to condition the masses, so to speak. And from there, it sort of evolved into a training implement that the Spetsnaz, the Soviet Special Forces, used, that the Olympic throwers would use. It started getting into a competitive element, otherwise known as Girevoy sport. That's another thing, Coach. A lot of fitness professionals aren't even aware that something like Girevoy sport, GS, exists, where it's the snatch and the clean and jerk, sometimes called the long cycle. There's different things that go on in a Girevoy sport competition. A lot of fitness professionals have no idea that this is a highly regulated, very popular, because it's coming back. Just like kettlebells are coming back in America, Girevoy sport is definitely seeing a renaissance in Europe. And there's governing bodies around this thing. There's national and regional competitions. It's huge, and if the kettlebell world here is just getting started on the quote-unquote fitness side of things, there are also Girevoy sport events happening quite often in different cities around the country. That's becoming its own renaissance, on its own. It's happening on its own. So it's, people who dive into this kettlebell world on the fitness side, they should probably understand and also get their clients to understand that these waters kind of run deep. And this is what we try and convey in the KBC curriculum, that it's not just a tool. In a sense, you're sort of like, you're entering into a history. You start a martial art lineage, whether it's Shotokan, Jiu-Jitsu, whatever the case may be, and you progress through. You're now a part of something bigger than you. And it's a shame that a lot of clients don't understand that history and don't understand the tradition that they're entering into. Whether or not they want to compete and ever do Girevoy sport, that's immaterial. But they should at least know that this is something bigger. And I get it. It's definitely the teacher side of me coming out, but it's important, and it gives them an appreciation for what they're doing. And yeah, they're going to lose weight and they're going to look good and they're going to, drop pounds here and gain muscle there. And that's all wonderful, and that's what clients want, of course. But I think as part of the fitness professional's responsibility, they should know this stuff. And that's why we teach the way we do.